When I first started getting tattooed, I was getting tattooed at Danny's Ancient Art Tattoo was what it was called. And as I understand it, Danny Fowler, Dennis Dwyer, and J.D. Crow had the rights to this name Ancient Art together. And then they would approve when the others could use it. I don't really know how true that is, and Crow would be able to confirm it. But it was in Roanoke, Virginia on 220 South, and I was in Clifton Forge, Virginia, about 40 miles away. And I had been going in there since I was 15 watching my friends get tattooed. And I wanted to get tattooed so bad. Andrew was already working there. My friend Troy, who brought me into business, he was working there. Our good friend Mark Bell was working there, and a couple others. And I was in there just kicking it as regularly as I could. And I was pretty cool with those dudes, but I was also probably driving them up the fucking wall. They were in the seat already. These guys worked in not just a tattoo shop, but the premier tattoo shop. Like the next dope shop is in Richmond or DC or south of us in Greensboro. And I was in there on a regular basis, just kicking it, not really spending money because I wasn't 18. I would sit in the parking lot and smoke cigars and shit, hang out till they open, and then I would just go in and look at Flash and take in the green soap and you know, just be in that environment. So I was in there one day, and this is a couple weeks before I got my first tattoo. And Danny Fowler walks in. Rest in peace, Danny. But he was the man. He owned it. That was his joint. And he was kind of cranky. And he was, and I was 17 with a chip on my shoulder. I didn't fucking bother anybody, but I also would not be bothered. So anyway, I'm in there right by the front door, and he walks in, and he's got a tattoo on his finger. And I say to this girl next to me, I'm going to get my fingers tattooed one day. And I was that annoying motherfucker. Like, I was planning out my tattoos, all that shit. I just didn't know any better. And Danny turns around. Now, at 17, I'm probably 6'2", 6'3". Danny is 5'4", something like that. He's a little fella. He turns around. He sticks his finger right here in my fucking chin. And he says, we don't tattoo hands, feet, or faces. I said, you better get your fucking hands off of me, little kid. Well, this motherfucker, he was probably 50 at the time. His fucking eyes popped out of his fucking head. He was like, little kid, y'all get out of here right now. And Andy, Troy, Mark, a couple of dudes that come forward. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? I was like, I'm going to tell your boy right here, he was fucking hands to himself. They're like, you got to get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. So Andy walks me outside, and he's just like, well, it's Andrew. I'm talking to Andrew Connor, who I've been working with for 23 years now, who's, one of my closest friends on earth. But at the time, I didn't know him that well. I'd just been watching him tattoo my buddies. And he knew that, I was into tattoos and I wanted to spend some money, but I wasn't old enough. And he takes me outside kind of by my arm, and he's just like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You can't fucking act like that here. That's Danny's joint. He said, you got to go away from me, and you got to stay away from here for a few weeks before you can just fucking pop back in. And when you do, you watch your fucking mouth, and if you see him, you look the other way. I was like, hey, boss, chill out. I told Andy, I said, you need to chill out too, motherfucker. I said, he poked me in the fucking chin. And he was like, I don't give a fuck what he did. And so I laid low for, probably about a month. And then when I came back, I got my first tattoo from Eddie Geary. And it was an armband. And I didn't have the bread to get the whole thing done. So I came back when that was healed. And Andrew he drew the first part. And he drew on the second part and tattooed it. And then, he's tattooed me probably more than anybody on planet Earth.